Bonjour! Welcome back to French with Malcolm. In this series, we'll be talking all things French language, culture, and history. And on today's worldly episode, it's all about location, location, location. You'll also get to meet my future in-laws and see whether or not I get their approval. We're going around the world, so hit that subscribe button. C'est parti! In French, nouns and adjectives are gendered, so countries and nationalities will take different forms depending on a few variables. But don't worry, I've got great tips and some simple methods to help you along the way. We'll also be using a few verbs and prepositions to communicate origin, nationality, and location in a number of ways. But let's begin talking about where you're from. If you come from a feminine country, you'll say Je viens de France, Argentine, et Chine. And if it's a masculine country, you'll say Je viens du Japon, Brésil, et Canada. The secret sauce is that most countries ending in E are feminine. The rest are mostly masculine. The preposition de will change depending on gender and plurality. As for cities, don't worry, they're all feminine. Just like cars, they're female and no one can explain why. How can we apply these layered rules in conversation? Let's say it's time to meet your partner's French family for the first time and they start grilling you about where you're from. Now, in an example that is in no way taken from my real life, here's how you can respond with grace.
Alors, jeune homme, d'où venez-vous? Je viens des États-Unis, mais franchement, je viens de New York. Et toi? Et vous, monsieur? Je viens de France et d'Angleterre, mais j'ai pas encore fini de poser mes questions. Très bien.
Our backgrounds are rich and layered with culture, and this extends deep into our family trees. You could be a product of different nationalities. C'est cool, no? Speaking of, let's note a few important things about nationality before we continue. Nationalities are adjectives, so they will be gendered and expressed with an added E or NE. Okay, now the in-laws start asking you about your family. Here's how you can respond to pass this next test.
D'où vient votre famille? Ma mère est américaine et mon père est français. Et vos grands-parents? Du côté de ma mère, ils sont jamaïcains et du côté de mon père, ils sont français. Donc vous êtes tous mélangés, hein? Oui, je suppose.
Impressive, but you're not out of the woods yet. Let's practice nationalities. Can you fill in the blanks here? Timothée Chalamet est américain et français. In the modern French-speaking world, nationalities go beyond just countries. The citizens of Paris have their own sub-nationality. People who are from Paris can be called Parisiens. Just like in the US, New Yorkers are from New York, Texans are from Texas, and Hoosiers are from Indiana. Les Parisiens sont de Paname. Fun fact, Paname is French for Panama, the Central American country, and also the nickname for the city of Paris. The name comes from the hats that originated there. Panama's signature hats became popular in the capital in the early 20th century. Now the future in-laws are liking you a little more and want to see if you're the real deal. To talk about where you live or work and how you live, you'll use the preposition à and the verbs habiter, travailler, and vivre. Here's how the conversation could go.
Alors, mon futur genre, où travaillez-vous? Moi, je travaille aux États-Unis, à New York. Ah, très bien. Vous habitez à New York aussi? Non, j'habite à Jersey City. À New Jersey? Je suis vraiment désolé. En fait, je vis bien à Jersey City. Il est marrant celui-là.
New Jersey is a very nice place. Technically, it's the home of the Statue of Liberty, a beautiful gift by the French.
Well done! At this point, they basically want to adopt you. Now for the final test. It's time to take the in-laws out on the town. To talk about locations, you'll use the prepositions à once more and the verb aller. Remember that locations are gendered and the preposition will change depending on the noun.
Eh bien, fiston, où est-ce qu'on va ce soir? On peut aller au musée? On peut aller au parc? Pourquoi pas le magasin de vin? Je ne bois pas d'alcool.
So close, but don't worry, there is always next time. Regardless, I'd say today was an overall win. We covered topics of nationality, origin, and location. Bonus, we made an impression on the in-laws, but you'll definitely do better than I did. Anyways, let me know in the comments where you're from or where you live. And no matter where you are in the world, please subscribe so I can see you again. À la prochaine!